Hi, Scorpio. Welcome to your July reading. Let me pull this down so you can actually hear me. I hope you're doing well, and because this energy is crazy, what we're going through right now. Um, so, couple of things real quick. Still have that 20% off for astrology and tarot readings. The live and the recorded are both involved. Use the code SPRING23, SPRING 23, to get 20% off until June 30th. You can schedule your readings in July if you want to, but the code will expire on June 30th. You can actually schedule your reading out for as long as my calendar will let you. I think it's only like 45 days right now or something like that. But so yeah, that is still available, and you can also use that on the North Node and South Node reading that I have available. The nodes will be changing in July to Aries and Libra. So especially cardinal signs, or if you're going through your North Node return. So if you're 18 years old or you're 36 years old, you're going through you're starting your North Node return. This might be a time that you would want to check out to see how this is going to affect you. We'll look at the transits. The North Node will be in Aries until January of 2025. So it's an 18-month transit. What else? We are starting up Patreon again. A year ago, we stopped doing Patreon subscriptions because I had to get my health in order. And make sure that I had the energy to be able to do these things, because I love doing them, but I could not overextend myself. So now we are starting up Patreon subscriptions again. You can, right now, the subscription that's available is the extended reading. So you're going to get a full reading here on YouTube. And then if you become a member, then you'll get the rising sign astrology reading on the first of every month. And then you'll get a mid-month tarot reading for your sun, moon, and rising sign. So that is starting July 1st. So I'm going to be dropping all of the rising sign astrologies on July 1st, maybe the 2nd. It depends on how quickly I can get the readings recorded after doing these. And yeah, so that's a way. And then we're going to be adding some of your favorite teachers that have been on the Love and Science channel. And they are going to be offering workshops. So there will be a second tier where you'll get all of the readings that I just talked about. And then there will also be workshops from these amazing teachers and spiritual guides, and just humans being human and walking this earth connected to their heart. Like, that's why I love these people so much, is because they bring you knowledge and information through themselves, not just something that they picked up along the way. Like, they embody these messages that they bring to you guys, so they're very authentic and very real, and I just love them. So hopefully you guys will take advantage of the great esoteric knowledge that's going to be dropped on Patreon coming soon. I believe that's going to be happening in July too. It could start August 1st. We'll see. That's kind of up to Henry. He's the mastermind behind all of that. So, all right, Scorpio, let's see what's going on. We're going to check out this power of surrender. We're going to see what it is that you guys are surrendering for July. Sun, moon, and rising Scorpio. Oh, look at this. Okay. Just see if there's nothing else. Nope. This is a good one for you guys. So surrender worry. Make a commitment to not lead an anxiety-driven life. Some of you went, oh yeah, right. When worries arise, breathe them out of your body, focus on the power of your heart, and have faith that Spirit is guiding you always. Surrender worry. This is a big one. This is a big one for you guys, to surrender worry. The things that are meant to happen in this lifetime for you, in this world for you, in your reality, are coming straight from you. And what's yours is always going to be yours, whether you have it now or you get it in a little while or you have to wait a little bit longer, and there's never really a full answer on why we have to wait for things, except for I've found that I'm getting prepared for it. Sometimes I think that I'm ready for the thing before the thing shows up. That's what happened with Henry. I thought I was ready for a relationship for so long, and I was like, oh, I hate being alone. But I was intentionally and purposefully being celibate, but I hated being alone. It's like I hated it. But I was preparing myself. And then when he and I met, we didn't even meet in the physical for 9 months. I actually had talked about this on Twitter today, just briefly with someone, because, when you are coming together and you're both really strong in your own energy, you're both very strong individuals, and you're coming together and you're going to become a union. You really have to prepare for that. Like, you wouldn't think so. Like, you think you're ready because you want to smash. And I totally understand that, but it's not about just the smashing involved. It's also about how you guys are going to be evolving yourselves too. So, and that is with anything. That's not just with relationships. You have to prepare yourself for everything that comes into your life and everything that is on your journey and on your path. Like, there's just this preparatory period that we go through, and some of it's really, really uncomfortable, and some of it is right on time. After that discomfort, though, there's always a time of healing, or there's always a time of, like, freedom, peace, maybe a little bit. Okay, so we have the Lovers card. Was the first one that showed up. Now, I'm not the reader that's going directly to, oh my gosh, this is a divine relationship that is showing up in your life. If it's a divine relationship showing up in your life, it is the relationship that you have with yourself. Let me tell you. Because the Lovers card is about our becoming whole. And it's not even that we're broken. It's not even that there's something wrong with us. It's that we have all of us have been programmed in some way, shape, or form growing up, because the way that our parents were raised had an effect on how we were raised, and so on and so forth. And then comes along the aha moments where we realize that a lot of the way that we were raised might have not necessarily been exactly the truth. Do you like how I cushioned that? Might have not exactly been, maybe a little bit, but not quite exactly the truth. However, it's, as we get older, we start to recognize the things that are for us. Some of us don't necessarily get to that path, but I think if you're watching this reading, you understand where I'm coming from. For some of you, this is about a relationship and really wanting to have that divine connection with another person, with another soul in this life. And I actually feel like if you have that inside of you, like I felt that even though love, the way that love was portrayed to me in my life, even though that had ripped me apart, for some reason, I always had this thing inside of me where I knew I was just meant to be loved. I'm a Libra rising, so I'm ruled by Venus, and I have all of those romantic things inside of me, and it's, it's super cute sometimes, but it's also like made me feel really alone and lonely. So for some of you, you're really wanting to have this, and I got to tell you, with the Knight of Swords right next to the Lovers, like, I don't want you to rush this. The sun, I have my window open over here, so I have a little bit of sun glow on me. I don't want you to rush finding this. I also wouldn't even want you to rush, that inner love and acceptance that you're finding as well. Like, don't rush that either. Like, there is no reason to rush this kind of thing. I know that the world tells us that the older we get, the harder it is to find a mate. And I just got to say that it's just because the only reason why I feel that is because I got very selective with my choices, right? So that's why people want to rush sometimes, because they're like, oh, like they think that there's nobody. There are billions of people on this planet. There are plenty of people to go around. So we have the Lovers, we have the Knight of Swords, and we have the Seven of Wands. Not that I think that you need to have boundaries to keep people out. I always like to think that boundaries are here in order to keep people in. One of the things that I feel like you're going to be up against is arguing. It feels like you want to protect yourself from the arguing and the heartache. On the bottom row, we have the Three of Swords, and then we have the King of Pentacles. So has to do with an earth sign, might have to do with an earth sign, or it just might have to do with the idea that I want someone stable in my life. Like, it may not be that you just want to have somebody like not necessarily taking care of you. Like, maybe that's how you feel. But to me, when the King of Pentacles shows up, it's like, that just feels like stability to me. Somebody who has it together, somebody who can lead patiently, and that kind of thing. Like, I feel like you're sort of, whether the King of Pentacles is somebody who rules with a fair but firm fist, right? It's fair but firm. And so part of me feels like some of you are arguing with this King of Pentacles. We're gonna clarify. And I feel like some of you might have to tighten up, like, just not let people in, like it's time to start saying no. Like, I feel like this Seven of Wands is about like you finally recognizing that you don't have to defend yourself. All you have to do is be like, no. Like, no's a complete sentence. Sometimes that needs to sit in, settle in for a minute. No is a complete sentence. Let's clarify. See what's going on here. Lovers. Wow. Knight of Swords. Seven of Wands. You're like, I don't want to argue. I'm not carrying this anymore. That's real. We're going to sing it out. I'm not going to argue. On the Lovers, we have the Eight of Swords and the Five of Pentacles. Yowza. The Eight of Swords is in self-imposed imprisonment of the mind, and the Five of Pentacles is feeling left out, feeling a lack mentality, feeling like you don't have any money. And you may not have any physical money, but here's the thing, is it's very, because I feel I don't want you to put your worth in whether you are coupled up or not. Like, I feel like that might be one of the things that you're learning before you meet your person. If you're not with your person already, if you are with your person, if this is saying that you're with your person, I feel like there needs to be some communication happening between the two of you, because it almost feels like you're arguing quite a bit. Like, I literally want to keep singing that song. It's in my head. I'm not gonna argue. I'm not gonna argue. That's what it feels like. So really, you're bringing yourself down. So if other people are projecting their bullshit onto you and it's making you feel like less than who you are as a person, those people need to be checked. And I feel like that's a lesson, and I'm going to show you. See how this projection that air sign is given to you could be from the air sign, right? Could be from this King of Pentacles down here, or it could be from this air sign, could be a Gemini air sign that's coming at you. But the 10 of Wands on the Knight of Swords is like, you are done carrying the anger and the bullshit and the projections of other people. I've been that person before. I have carried other people's emotions, and like, it damn near killed me, you guys. Seriously. I'm only alive today because I'm stubborn enough to say no now, you know, like I'm just like, I'm going to keep going. And if I have to say no to people in order to keep going, that's what I'm going to do. There's, oh wow, there's like this sun glare in a really big way. We have Saturn on the 7 of Wands. So you could have to create some boundaries with a Capricorn. But Saturn, the devil. Wow. I said, this is Saturn. This is the devil, but it's also Saturn. This is the devil, but it's also Saturn. The devil being ruled by Saturn makes me feel like one of the lessons that, oh, look, what's at the bottom of the deck? Oh, the 9 of Cups. That's not what's, we'll see what else has happened, but I'm glad I looked. The 9 of Cups is the wish card, by the way. The devil on the 7 of Wands is a lesson. I feel like you are having to learn, even like with people that you love, even with people that are close to you, even with people that have helped you in the past or have been good to you in the past. You don't always have to bleed and give yourself and give yourself and give yourself and give yourself in order to be loved by those people, right? Like, the people that are going to love you don't want anything from you. Okay, 3 of Swords. Shoof. And the King of Pentacles. King of Swords, okay. So you could be dealing with an air sign. I have Libra, Gemini, could also be Aquarius. But justice here is on the 3 of Swords. And I was just telling Libra that in a lot of ways, justice has felt like freedom to me. When I've been reading the Justice card, it feels very much like freedom to me. And it feels very much like when we make changes to bring balance into our life, that creates freedom for us. So the fact that it's coming up on the 3 of Swords for you makes me feel like you're freeing yourself from a really, really painful situation when you learn this lesson of not carrying everybody's load of crap. You know, all of those lovely projections that we get from our loved ones or the people that we see every day. And then we have the King of Swords on the King of Pentacles. The bottom of the deck here is the Queen of Cups. So you're showing up. There you are. But the King of Swords on the King of Pentacles, it's interesting because I feel like this person in your life is the one that you're trying to... Because I feel like it's the same person. I don't feel like this is 2 people. If it is 2 people, then it's time for you to choose, Scorpio. You cannot keep on doing this thing with them. Can't keep juggling the people. Like, you can, but I think that it's going to be even more uncomfortable for you, 100%. I think that it's time to focus on you in a big way. But I think that you're trying to figure out who you are so you can try to figure out who your person is. I think that you're really tired of carrying the emotions of everybody all the time. And I think that that's becoming very real for you this month. So Focus. It's really focus on yourself. Focus on what's going to bring balance into your life. Focus on, the things that you want to carry, and surrender the rest. Right? Surrender the worry, because nobody's going to come. I don't know what it is that you would be worrying about, but 9 times out of 10, we are making that up in our minds that whatever that worry is, that it's going to actually happen. So I love you guys. Take good care of yourselves. Hopefully I'll see you in Patreon or face-to-face reading. Bye.